Ahoy, you salty sailors. Time to raise anchor and set sail for your best scrawny life. Arrgh.
Alright. It looks like the special plant for this episode is going to be duckweed. Now, the title could be construed as a bit clickbaity, so let me make clear from the outset that this is a video about smallmouth bass, not the beach scene in Rio. And there's our first one. He's kind of a little bit beefy, I'd say. Kind of a junior beef, but we'll go ahead and certify this one as a beefy bass. He will be if he survives to this time next year. Shades of autumn here as things begin to cool down. But make no mistake, it has been a cruel summer. No doubt there was some die-off in the northern pike population during the heat of summer. But since smallmouth bass compete with northern pike for food resources in this river, a decline in the pike population could mean a boom in the smallmouth population. So, thus dawns the age of bronze. And this one, he's pretty good. He's got the broad flanks. We'll go ahead and certify this one as a beefy bronze bass. Look at that flank there. A little later on, we'll talk a bit more about what kind of camouflage pattern that actually is. But meanwhile, the true effect of how many pike died off and so forth isn't going to be felt until a few years from now. And I think this looks like we've got a fish on. That looked like a small pike, which is an encouraging sign that we've got at least something left. But it popped off. It spit the hook at boat side. Anyway, what we're seeing right now is since smallmouth bass are territorial, they tend to spread out over many, many miles of river. But now, due to the low water level, and this one, not quite big enough to be certifiable, but he's got the red eyes. And you know their eyes turn red when they're crazy. Easy there, big boy, giving me the crazy eye. Got something here. Got something. Get away from these logs. It's a big smallmouth. It's a big smallmouth. He's down there. He's down there a ways. There we go. Wow. He's not too bad. Shall we certify? We shall. This is officially another big, beefy bronzeback. Oh. Big smallmouth. Big smallmouth. He just nipped it. I saw him and got excited and set the hook. And he didn't have it. He was close to the boat. Oh, there he is. There he is. Oh, lost him again. Lost him again. Unbelievable. Big fish, though. Big fish. I don't know if he'll bite again now that he's tasted the fly. Whoa. is. Oh, no. Stick. Uh-oh. They're out of stick. Come on. Oh, yeah. Whoa. What a beefcake. I mean, it's a 21, 22-inch fish, and they don't get a whole lot bigger than that in Iowa River. And on fly tackle, no doubt, a beefcake class bronzeback. What a beauty. What a monster. But anyway, going back to the point from earlier, so the smallmouth being territorial, normally they would spread out over many, many miles of river. But due to the low water levels of the drought, they're forced now to concentrate in the first few pools where the flowing water of the river meets the still water of the impoundment. Above that, it's going to be so shallow that all the suckers and everything have left. So we're not seeing the effect of the Bronze Age just yet. What we're seeing is the effect of the drought and its tendency to concentrate fish in these downstream pools. I'm just in exactly the right spot at exactly the right time. Wow. Whew. And that's another great fish. I don't want it to be overshadowed by the previous one, and that is quality river wrangling any day of the week. Give yourself a bronze medal. You win. That is a good one. I dub thee, Sir Bronzeback, the Beefcake. I sense that certification is imminent. Bam! With the belly on it. There we go. All right, here, well, I was pulling pretty hard on that fish trying to get away from those logs. And, well, it winds up popping off. But the thing to do here is just to anchor the boat up on the sand there and go in there on foot. All riders, she's a biter and a fighter. You can see I've got the back brace on there underneath the life jacket. Look at the belly. It is like a 5-pound sack of potatoes. It is beef. Moo. Can't even walk right. I cannot walk right and carry this bass. It is a beefy bass of northern Iowa. Don't even know what to say. Let's bring her in for a close-up. There we go. And you can see we switched out the fly from the Clouser style pike fly to that which was hook point up to the hook point down surf candy style. I believe we tied that fly on one of the previous episodes. Maybe not. But anyway, we've got the old we've got the surf candy working now. There we go. Look at the sand. Look at the ripples of water in the sand. Doesn't it look like the pattern on the back of a smallmouth? That's what their camouflage actually is. Or at least that's my opinion of what their camouflage is. chucked it in there again right away. Another bite, and it's a quality fish. And I mean that's a secondary little pocket at best, but it's exactly in the right spot where everything coming from the shallow water just upstream of this, that's going to be one of the first pockets they hit with any decent depth to it. I mean, you can see that the middle of the river is just ankle deep, and I mean upstream from there it just gets even worse. Kind of looks like it, but that's not the one I just caught. It's a little smaller and a little greener. Awesome fish though. I think there may even be a couple more big ones in there. Certified Beefy. Let's do it again. Tight to the logs, that one. Almost lost it to a tangle. They've figured out by now that something's going on. But we've got one more bass out of the deal. And he's got a decent belly. Completely out of breath. Pull yourself together, old man. My goodness. Not like it's your first time bass fishing. There we go. Yeah, you can really see that pattern with this one. Eyes are really red. This one, a little bit paler, but the eyes are really red. Oh, thank goodness we got this thing certified before it passed out. Yeah, look at the sides of it, and then look at the water right off to the side of the kayak there. That one does have the red eyes. Their eyes turn red like that because they're happy. Now this is what I like to see: a pike that doesn't fight, just cruise on in, right into the net. No worries. Oh my goodness, what the? Where was all that fight when it would have done you any good? What on earth? But it's a great sign. At least there's some larger pike, and I mean it's not large compared to Canadian style, but for Iowa it's pretty good. At least a few made it through the summer. That's an encouraging sign. All right, the sun is going down. Got a decent one. I don't know if we'll bother certifying it or not. Got some logs in the background there. We're gonna have to put the brakes on this little bronze runaway. There we go. Nice looking fish. Got some of that autumn light coming in. I didn't get a good shot of it, but there was an eagle kind of sitting back in the duckweed down by the impoundment. Nice jump on that one. Oh yeah, it's a better fish. That is certifiable. Certifiably beefy. Absolutely. And the deer will come out and eat the duckweed right off the water too, right at sunset.